Forget. Yo.
Hello.
It's in the booth. It's Wednesday. It's your boy Messenja, aka Kaiser.
I'm Ramona Jones.
I'm
Everything came together in the booth. Years later,
And here's Canton Jones. Who's coming?
CJ will be here in just a minute. But we live. For the queen. And we got a winning team. About to do the thing. Then we hit it with a bada boom, bada bing. Ayy.
You know what it is.
And people want this intro. This is not a song. People keep hitting me up asking where can they get this song.
Actually, it is a song.
Yeah, this is the intro to the show. If y'all want us to upload this, we'll get this money now. If y'all want this song, we'll make it happen. But these people keep asking, where's this song? Yeah, this song is just the intro to the show. Yeah. But if y'all want the song, we can upload it. And y'all can have this intro. Yeah. Y'all can have this intro. Yeah. Yo. So what's up?
Blah 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 blah. We got Cam fixing my camera because it's way off. I got to do this to be seen. What's happening, y'all? How y'all doing? Yeah, Cam got to fix my camera.
I'm still stuck on the blogs. I'm sorry.
I'm saying blah 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 because I ain't in the shot. So
I can't.
That's what that means.
yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
That mean I'm invisible.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah
Blah, 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 blah.
Is that what that is?
Okay.
Hey, today's show is sponsored by the hardest chips to find in the world. I call them the blue chips.
Even though they're
Cheese
cheddar,
doodles?
These are
cheese.
the greatest chips ever for me.
The only thing
I don't
blue
know
about
about
them
that.
is the
These
packaging.
are the dopest, huh?
It's only blue packaging. There's nothing blue about the chip.
This cheese doodle is different from the ones in the other ones.
But you call them blue chips. She was saying the
They
chips. ain't
way
blue.
different.
I'm not gonna do this.
I
One.
mean,
You
why
saying-
you start this early in the
Wait,
morning?
so you saying that this chip is the same chip?
No, I'm saying
As
why
the
you
other-
call them blue chips when they're clearly cheese?
They in a blue package.
Yeah.
Y'all talking two different languages.
Yeah, they're the blue chips.
He's talking about the blue packaging. You're talking about the chip inside the package. You're
Yeah.
not talking the
Because
same.
he's saying blue
Because
chips
the
and they're not
chip
blue.
that's inside the package tastes different than the ones that come in the red bag.
They taste blue.
They taste blue. Does blue have a taste?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
I'm saying I call them the blue chips because of the packaging.
Oh, okay.
These are the greatest chips ever. So, today's show is sponsored by Boots
and blue chips.
and Blue Chips.
Amazing.
And also today's show is sponsored by the Ellenwood Gators.
Yeah. You the coach, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm a
Little league football
yeah,
coach.
assistant football coach for the Ellenwood Gators.
Elite. What's elite?
Elite. That's Gators Elite. That's what it's called.
Okay,
so that's our
Gators
league.
Elite.
Yeah.
And Tiffany made that shirt. That
Yeah.
hard, ain't it?
And
Oh,
what
she
I
made that?
She made it.
Oh, that's
for all the
dope.
coaches.
Come on, Tiff.
Yeah, if you need shirts, holla at
Oh,
me. My
man,
wife,
yeah.
the shirt queen.
The shirt queen.
And also, if you got a son and you live on the south side of town, on the south side of Atlanta, meet me at Ellenwood at
He
Village
recruiting
Park
right
and register
now.
your son. We need big men. If your son is big, we need linemen.
How old?
9. They gotta be 9 years old.
9 to 10?
No, 9. They gotta be 9. If they 10, they're gonna play for 10U.
Oh, they gotta be just 9.
Yeah.
Only 9
Oh,
years
wow.
Can
Yeah,
they sign
8,
up?
9, 10.
Can they, if they sign up at 9 and then turn 10, can they stay with you?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's a
Styles
cutoff
got
date.
like
Once you're
3
9
more
at
weeks.
registration, yeah.
No, 10 more days. He'll be 10.
Oh,
can
I
be with
think
you for
he
3
passed
days.
up.
But that joker huge.
Yeah, I think he passed the.
But he not gonna want to
No,
play
you can still
on
be
the
9.
line
You can
though.
turn 10 in the bracket.
That's what I'm telling him.
Yeah, I think it's a deadline out in the season somewhere. I think he had to be too early. I think he'll be 10-year-old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, cause we just now starting, like we're going past the day for the first time. So practice is officially starting. We just been doing conditioning so far. So he'll be 10 for the whole season.
What about a
don't
really
matter.
tall
Sign up at 9.
7-year-old?
Huh?
A really
I ain't
Sign
about
up
to
at
say
9
the sign up, it's the
Tall
registration.
7-year-old.
A tall 7-year-old. How about
Yes.
that?
He'll play with. Say he'll be big on the 7-year-old team though. He has to be a big
So
7-year-old.
basically, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
They
need,
don't want-
we need big boy 9-year-olds. Meet me at Village Park in Ellenwood.
You gonna put 'em on the
today
line?
at 6. Yeah. They gonna start immediately. Yeah. If you want your son to get some PT, come see me.
You gonna have your son on the line.
Passing out water.
He gonna be out there. He gonna be out there, boy.
Listen though,
He gonna be ready.
linemen are going first in the draft
That's what I'm
nowadays,
trying to tell you.
and they getting paid, but they
Finally.
get no props in Little League.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't do
Hey.
nothing but hold up the running back when he score. So you want a non-popular position? Come on
Yeah.
and play
It's
football.
it pay.
Pass the cops.
It pay. Yeah. That's all you need to worry about.
You paying?
Nah, I'm saying it pay. That position in the league.
Yeah.
Pay. A left tackle in the top 3 is just good. You getting just as much money as a quarterback.
Yeah.
You getting
No, that's
quarterback
true.
money. Yeah. So
That's true. They getting real money.
yeah.
No notoriety though. No dancing in the end zone.
Which one you want? Want that bread?
No dancing in the end zone.
Yeah. You done starting the chips already. You ain't even
Why is it 3 bags?
I know. You got all 3
He had
bags.
2. Where the third one come from?
I don't know. You just keep
But
popping
we ain't
out
got
bags.
but one stove
Okay.
that got these
That's what you
chips.
say at McDonald's.
That's
Bruh,
not
stop
why.
giving my address out to the world. I mean, my God.
That's not your address.
How you know I ain't want
Your
people?
church is in
Wait, how you know
McDonald's.
I ain't want people to think that I stayed in Atlanta or Stockbridge
Oh yeah,
or
you stay in
Decatur?
Atlanta,
McDonald's
right by
in
the train
Atlanta.
station. Wait, what do you want to
Yeah.
say?
Somebody, I stay in McDonald's. You just gave all my street cred away.
McDonald's. Everybody outside, like, boy, that must be way outside Atlanta. McDonald's, that sound
That
country.
joker, that moved to
You
Macon.
told where you stay at because you can't find them chips, and them
I'm
chips is
staying
at every hood store.
No, they not.
Yes, they are.
I can't find them.
I see them at the Shell all the time.
At the Shell.
Yeah.
They on both
Shell,
places.
right?
Sketchy places, yeah.
Right, you should know where all the chips at. You go to the sketchiest gas stations.
There you go, put me out there again.
You do.
What do you mean about?
You go to the gas station that
I don't
got
even know you
10
anymore.
Snacks, 10
Why you-
snacks and 7 of them stale.
Mona, can you do the CTA so we can get the show
I'm waiting
started?
for them to
I don't even know you anymore.
Okay.
Like giving out gave my address out
Social Security number.
down in my chip.
Hey, amen.
Sponsored by.
Okay, thank you guys for joining us in the booth this
And they
morning.
wise. They wise.
Please like, share, and subscribe to the show on Facebook, YouTube, and all podcast platforms, including Spotify, Apple, and Google
Cheese is different.
Podcast.
I don't like cheesy chips.
You don't like cheesy chips?
I like sour cream.
You don't
I
like Doritos?
vinegar, salt and vinegar. Nah.
You don't like Doritos?
Yeah, I don't like
I
some.
like salt and
Vinegar
vinegar.
chips
The
are
best
weird.
chips, man.
You don't like
Sour?
you don't like Doritos?
I do Doritos, but not like cheesy Doritos. Like
The red
a
Doritos.
Cool Ranch or something like that.
But you don't do the red ones.
Not really.
You don't do cheesy chips. That's bro, I've known you for over 25 years,
I don't
and I've
do-
And
never
you never
known that.
know
about
this.
it.
Oh my God, how
I
are
will
you?
do the flaming hot Cheetos because they hot.
And
I'll
they
do
don't
them.
taste like cheese. They're
Yeah,
not cheesy.
I taste the hot flaming hot Cheetos,
you
and I
don't
like them jalapeno. Was it the
Kettle
jalapeno?
chips.
I like those.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss Vicky's though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me on those. Thank
Like
you.
don't
that-
like
I don't like
cheesy?
cheese puffs.
And limeade.
That's
Yeah.
cheese.
Cheese puffs?
Yeah, I don't like cheese puffs.
I don't like
Look,
cheese.
cheese puffs taste like
Air.
in my
It's
mind,
like air. You
what
just bite
couch
right
cushion
through it.
would taste like.
Say what?
It looked like couch cushion, like it's the same
Couch
like
cushion.
Couch cushion?
material, like.
Man, I'm
not the
sticking
same
out like a sore
material.
thumb. Everybody got
like-
black on. I got this loud
Wait,
gator orange.
couch?
You proud though? You proud?
Yeah, hey. Going
You
all
like
the way, baby.
you like couch?
No, I'm
You like
saying
couch.
No, I'm saying what is it? The cheese puffs. They remind me of like if I
Like a
imagine,
styrofoam?
yeah, like styrofoam. Like that's what. It's just weird. Like I'm not eating that. It's weird.
You're a texture eater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I cannot. Like I can't eat yogurt. Ugh, it's just
What?
Like, I can't. Like I don't know.
Why did you
what that
sink
is.
in the seat? But
Like no.
What about mayonnaise?
It gotta be real.
But
Like
you don't like ranch and all that either.
I only eat ranch with my hot wings, and after that, I don't want to smell it. Like I don't want to deal with it. It's just,
You
That's
weird. God, that's so
That
weird.
part right
Y'all
there
weird.
is the
Like,
weird.
Like,
yeah,
I ain't-
a post.
Bro, all chips made by cheese. You don't like cheese chips. That's
Ain't no
weird to
chips
me.
and salt and vinegar. Ain't no cheese and salt and vinegar.
they super
I
salty
know.
though.
You like chips to make your eye close.
No.
You know that bitter. You know what's
In
so
my
bitter
mind,
make
I'm
your eye
like,
close.
see, somebody eat it.
No, I don't like
I
that.
just don't like cheesy chips, like Cheetos. Those
Bruh,
cheese puffs. I don't like cheese.
these are the greatest.
Oh my God. What- Can we move on?
Anyway, if you want to
Thank you.
sponsor, donate any blue chips to,
What?
to the,
No,
Everybody,
no.
everybody getting ready to start bringing blue chips to my show.
No.
yeah, blue chips, red
Then I
chips.
can't find them nowhere, so I
Knick,
just
knack,
had to load
patty,
them.
whack, give a dog a bone. No.
Focus.
I can't.
Make sure you go to
And
hit us
trail
up
mix.
in the booth. But you got this.
And where is he
Oh,
pulling
grocery
these
store
snacks
over
from?
I know he
I
got a
know.
doggone.
It's like a Mary Poppins bag.
I know.
He got all kinds
He
of
got a
stuff.
party
This man
bag
got a
over
carry-on over there, snacks.
Okay.
In the booth pod at gmail.com. Hit us up there if you want to advertise or sponsor or donate, or if you got a question, or if you want to request a spot to perform. We're going to open up slots this fall to let people come on and perform.
Yeah,
we did a couple of them. Y'all like them. People been asking to get on, so we're going to open up some slots for artists to come up here.
They can't just karaoke it.
And artists. I'm joking. Come
You
up
ain't
here.
No,
Yeah.
not that.
For artists to
They gonna
perform.
karaoke
But I'm
K-pop
a-
music.
But look though, there's a thing about church that you don't have to really be skilled to do your thing.
Right. Let's not think that God wants to hear that.
It's the thing about
That's
church.
not the gift He gave you.
Where people be like, take all mistakes for love.
Oh,
Absolutely not. Nope.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That
And,
means you didn't practice. No.
No, that means
Remember
you're not
Amazing
good.
Grace?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing grace.
Yes,
Oh,
people like,
O-H?
amazing.
Amazing.
Y'all ain't never seen
No.
What?
Oh, y'all ain't never seen
Oh, Amazing
Yeah,
Grace?
yeah. It's out there.
That's
Oh,
pretty
Man,
bad.
I done
I
seen
mean,
some bad just in the moment singing in church. I mean, wrong
It's so
words,
bad.
wrong
And usually
notes.
when somebody just
and somebody
hit that bad
can't
note, they
sing
start shouting.
and get in like a run or something and just stay there
And they
and be
be
like,
so
okay, you not
confident,
hitting it. Yeah.
right.
This lady was singing Apple of My Eye.
Oh.
And she just got stuck on Apple and she just said, Apple, 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 Apple. And she
What's
just kept,
Apple of My Eye? That's a song?
yeah, it's a song.
Church song?
Jesus, something, the apple of my eye, something like that.
What you doing?
But she, Apple,
That sounds like the girl from
y'all
Coming
church?
to America.
yeah. But she did that in the song and she like just stayed there, just kept, just bringing
why
it back. But then, after, they get off, the organ come back, and everybody, and she went down the side of the church,
No.
we like, lady, shut up. She walking back to her seat,
No.
Jesus told me to tell you
bruh,
to shut
there's
up.
a lot of weird stuff that you get away with.
Can you boo in church?
I wish.
You
You should
can.
be
The
able
boo
to.
is, this is the boo. Bless him anyway. We got,
Let's praise him anyway.
yeah, praise him anyway. That's a boo.
No.
Which means you
Yeah,
stunk
no,
it up.
That's just letting them know
Yes.
it's
Nah,
okay. They don't receive it as a
you
boo.
stunk
That's
it
a
up.
boo.
Yeah.
That's you didn't hit the mark.
Or
And
God sees your heart.
yeah.
And even God put you on mute. I'm
Yeah.
not going
So I
for
mean,
it.
why do they allow people to do it if they're not skilled yet?
Because
They're not ready.
they gonna go under, let everything that have breath praise the Lord. That's the banner you gonna ride.
Man.
Even if something
Well, I might well
good
bring
ain't
in
coming out.
a squirrel to come in there and just do his thing. She got breath.
but they gonna hide
got
under
breath.
that.
Squirrel got
They gonna ride that scripture.
Let everything that have breath.
Bruh, praise the Lord. Yeah. Hey,
No,
I got
think
bruh,
you need to have a
and I'm
standard
gonna-
because no.
I'm just telling you what they do. He asked the question. I'm just answering.
Well, you know what? The rocks will cry out. I start throwing rocks under this scripture right here. The rocks,
Y'all dumb.
The rock, they put holes in the wall.
the rocks will cry out. And I'm throwing them at you. You wanna-
Y'all are stupid.
I
Y'all are
can't.
so dumb. So dumb.
The duck in the rocks. The rock don't cry out. Apple.
It be so bad, and they be so. And the people that can't sing be the most confident. That be the crazy.
But I'm
part.
saying like there's just some things in church that you don't have to be skilled. Like you don't have to, or they'll do that. There's just a thing in some certain
Not as much anymore, but back in the day,
and then
it don't matter. Drummer, keys, you couldn't get on. The only thing, but really, you had to play the organ. Outside of that, it didn't matter.
but in culture church, boy, you got to be able to play the drum
Yeah,
and the keys.
bro.
If not, I seen somebody get slid off the organ, bro.
What?
I seen a mother. Oh,
Cause ain't no way to like not slide on the organ if somebody push you.
Right.
Like the bench so smooth and wood.
It's the smoothest thing in the church.
So if you not
On purpose, probably.
if you're
yes.
not like really hitting it,
Yeah.
I see somebody get slid off, and there's nothing you can do.
Cause you can't stop that slide.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, that
if
mug is
somebody
like
come in full and slide.
Yeah, you going right.
I was like, oh,
You gonna
Oh,
hear
my
that
God.
slide on the.
That is so rude.
Yeah.
There's somebody's feet trying to stay down there.
Yeah.
On the bottom.
But I was in church at a night service one time, and the drummer didn't show up. So my boy went up there and got on the drums. And mother was singing a devotional song up there with a tamarind.
Too slow.
Bro, he couldn't get the. He was going one at a time. He was like, do. So mother came over there with her, walked around the drums with her tamarind, was like, pow, 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 trying to get him on beat.
That's so embarrassing.
I was like, bro.
Oh, no
Yeah.
chill at
Yeah,
all.
we had a
yeah.
long line of drummers at church. Like, everybody could play the drum.
That mug was an audition, but
Yeah, it was a long line at church.
Yeah.
That's how we
That
grew.
is
All
so
right, y'all
funny.
go ahead. We can talk about.
oh man.
But I'm just saying, like,
Church shenanigans all day.
That's
take
for
out
real.
mistakes for love used to be what people used to say before they get ready to just. It's about to be a train wreck.
Yeah, or appreciate it. Yeah,
take all mistakes for love.
they get up there and be
Oh,
like,
and crying.
A lot of love.
yeah, pray my strength in the Lord.
Yeah, that.
That right there is whatever happened.
It ain't like
Yeah.
at least my heart here. But
Yeah.
I mean, we had congregation service back then. Nowadays, you got praise and worship. You got a whole skill set of team.
Yeah, that's why I say you don't see it as much there, but back in the day,
But
you ain't
mothers,
had that.
you know, that's how cats learn how to play keys, because somebody just starts singing and then they be like, doo 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 doo.
Yeah, you gotta find that
You gotta
mug.
find the key.
Yeah.
They be like, and then they change.
Yeah.
So
So you got to find out what key everybody's singing.
yeah.
Okay.
Why can't they all start on the right key? It's
And
always the
and then
wrong
now they
one.
done piled them all up in the choir, in the number one choir, number
In
two
the what choir? In the what? The choir.
The choir. Piled them up in the choir.
Yeah, the choir.
I've seen people fall asleep while they were singing, boy, in the choir, the old people.
That is not good.
I be
I can't.
fall asleep, do it. Why they singing? At Thomaston, you know it. Big
Oh,
shout out
man.
to the greatest church ever, Thomaston. Church of God in Christ.
Pompano Beach, Florida.
Pompano Beach, Florida. Let's get it, baby. Yeah.
Cotton City.
Y'all were too young.
Yeah.
You too young
Especially
for
you.
church like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This always come back.
You don't know
home.
nothing. You don't know nothing about that
Thank God for you.
that Pepsi Cola machine out in front of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
church.
That
That
grape
just
soda.
faded.
Oh, you talking about that being like the little glass?
No, the old
the
Pepsi
old.
machine.
Yeah,
not
the
not
old.
new Pepsi. The first original Pepsi with the old logo.
Yeah.
And that mug faded, which means it already been here 50 years.
Thomaston.
Yeah.
did have
They
one at
only put
church.
grape soda in that mug. They ain't
That
put
mug-
Pepsi
and that
in
grape
it.
soda.
There's a Pepsi.
That was so cold.
Yeah,
when you
Pepsi
get them
machine, they
sodas.
had no Pepsi. It had like just fruit soda. Just
Why?
crushed orange.
You
like,
right. We
did
never
they
had
change
They
Pepsi.
never had
I
Pepsi in
never
that thing.
really
Yeah.
noticed that. You
Yeah,
right.
The red dot was always on the Pepsi. That was back in the day when you was out, it put a red dot on the thing.
It turned red.
Yeah.
You right. They
No
never
Pepsis.
had
It was a Pepsi
Pepsi.
machine. Never had Pepsi. It just always just put because they used to go to the grocery store and get the cheap stuff.
They used to fill it themselves, right?
Yeah.
That's
That's why
right.
when no Pepsi,
It
then
was
too
all
expensive.
orange.
Man, yeah.
Grape,
but that
We
grape
used to
was
drink,
so
what is
pungent.
it? Grapico. That was our
Grapico.
grape. So it was called Grapico.
Well, you from Alabama. so
grape
that-
of cold.
Grapico.
I've never heard of grape of
Never
cold.
heard of grape of
It was
cold.
good.
Alabama.
It's just
And
only
knee
grape
high.
flavor.
That was the grape soda. It was called Grapico. That was
So did they have an orange coat?
no.
Orange coke, strawberry coke,
A peach coat?
peach coke.
The peach was knee high.
That's right. They was knee high. They still got knee high.
that's knee-highs.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
y'all
what
had different brands in y'all soda machine.
different brands. One brand per flavor. They got Fanta orange, knee-high peach.
And you know the what is it?
Peach
Red
Coke.
Pop. What's that brand?
Big red.
Yeah, the Big Red, the Red Pop, and they all had different flavors. I can't think
Big
of the
red,
actual
that's
one.
gone.
No,
No,
it
we
was-
had a drink.
It was called Big Red.
Big red.
We ain't had that.
Yeah, we had.
That's fancy stuff. We had basic grape.
It said
peach,
grape on the
and
can.
orange. Yeah. That's it.
It said the color that it was.
Yeah.
What you drinking?
With
Orange.
yeah.
What you drinking? Grape.
Yeah.
What
Purple,
you drinking? Red.
And grape is not a color.
Or flavor.
Right.
Grape.
It's not a color.
Color.
It is a color.
No.
Grape is a color.
It's purple.
Okay.
It's a little bit darker
No,
than purple.
No, you're not gonna. No, you're not gonna turn this on me.
Grape is purple.
Grape is. You said the drinks were a color. Grape is not a color. That means it would have been purple.
It's
But
purple.
grape is a color. Though.
But grape
Okay.
to us.
Look it up. Google it. Anyway,
I'm just saying. Yeah, Google it.
today we gonna, I guess,
Say grape. It'll have big
quickly
soda
talk
right
about this clip that T.D. Jakes was preaching, and a clip from what he was saying kind of went viral, and it's basically about women kind of being raised to be men. So this is the clip. We're gonna let y'all hear it, then we'll briefly discuss it since we halfway through the show.
Okay.
This breaks all sociological orders of the culture we're living in now. Because we are raising up women to be men. And you are not applauded for your femininity. You are applauded in the contemporary society by how tough, rough, nasty, mean, aggressive, hateful, possessive you are, and you are climbing the corporate ladder, but we are losing our families. I know you can buy your own car. I know you can buy your own house. But until you create a need that I can pour into, I have no place in your life. So stop coming home bragging to me about how much you don't need me and wonder why I shy away.
Ooh. Yes. I don't do social media like that, so I ain't heard this.
Yeah, this was, and it was a lot of comments going back and forth on social media. Get ready, get ready. Yeah. So, but is the woman advancements causing rift within the sociological structure of the home? Is what he's bringing up. If the woman got a house, got a car, got all this, he's saying it's playing a role in the structure because it's easy to say, well, I don't need you. Because before, the man, it was the man bring home the bacon, or, this, that, and the third. But, with the women empowerment and, you got rights and all these things, and it's putting women in a different position to do, take a different route. And now it's causing what?
That ain't what's causing it. What's causing it is he ain't there.
I was just about to say, like,
He's not there.
why
He's
do
in
we have
jail.
that
He's
man?
dead, or he ain't come home. So what you expect her to do?
Yeah, I'm saying, but question, how did he not get there?
Because he got put in jail. He got shot. Something happened where he's not. Marriage is not. Celebrated.
Yeah.
So therefore, she has to do what she has to do for her kids. Yeah, she got a car and a house. Where she gonna put the kids at?
No.
So that's not women. That's not our problem. Our problem is, which he probably should have hit on.
He probably did. It's just a snippet that took off on.
No, he
mine.
probably. Okay. Well, let me say this first before we go here. I love Bishop Jakes.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't watch the whole clip, so this is what I'm about to say is not about him personally. But the makeup of our churches, is that we've empowered our women. The church is a microcosm of how we do community. So therefore, if you don't empower your men, your young men, if you don't have anything for them to do, the African American church 13 to 30 is empty. They're not there. Those men are not there. They either come back when they have a fiance or getting ready to get married, i.e., how I got back in church, or they're not coming back. Single, black, masculine men are not in our churches from 13 to 30. They're not there. You can look for them. They're not there.
Emphasis on that.
Huh?
No, you had a little emphasis on that masculine, but go ahead, keep going.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about that part.
Single, black, masculine men. Now, here's why the effeminate men are there, and then the feminine movement includes effeminate men. All right? So, we're talking about women and effeminate men. One, before, women were accepted in the church to speak, they got to wear head coverings, they got to wear, so there's a lot of rules when it comes to dressing, when it comes to a lot of stuff back in the day where men overpowered women, and it was kind of like a little bit, it was really overpowering women. They couldn't talk, they couldn't do anything in the church. You had to do everything through your husband, blah, 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 blah. Now the emphasis was on family back then, but that's how it was. And remember, now we derived from a slave movement and a slave mentality, you know what I'm saying? So that's how we got church. So now you're talking about black women being more empowered, but if you look at the numbers, there are more men in jail, black men in jail, than anybody. They're not in their homes. Women are being encouraged to have sex out of wedlock, so therefore you're having kids without families or without a husband or without covenant. All right, so all of these things are making it up, but our pastors are not stressing the activity of men in church. Women are leading praise and worship. Most teams now are led by women, and all the singers are women. In our movement, in our culture, R&B is even dead. So we don't sing no more. So in our culture, it's all rap. It's all, you either gonna be super masculine or super soft. You see what I'm saying? Because the balance is there. The mom and dad is not in the home on a regular basis. So he's talking about the imbalance from the women's standpoint, but he's not talking about the imbalance from the man's standpoint. Now you talk about a kid that goes to church with his mama.
Allegedly, we don't know the rest, but yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Right.
We're just talking about
allegedly, based off the clip.
Yeah.
All right. You're talking about a boy. All right. Take a boy that doesn't have a father, go to church with his mama, go to church with his grandma, whatever. See mama worship. She worships like a woman. All right. And he doesn't have any other examples of how to worship.
Right.
So he watches her, and know that that's pleasing to God. If I want to be pleasing to God, that's the way I worship. So he starts to worship like her. All right, there are no examples. Pastor most of the time be in the back studying, and he don't come out to worship, or he don't come out till it's time
when
for
he
him
do
to
come
talk.
out, he just gonna sit in the king chair.
Right, and get that red juice, that red Kool-Aid.
Yeah. He gonna sit in the king chair in the middle.
So most of the times, there's no example for little boys of a true worshiper, unless it's effeminate or feminine. Effeminate, if you see another effeminate man and he worship like him, or he see a feminine woman, you see a woman and he worships like her. There is no masculine example mostly in the church. So what happens is the child either rejects it, the boy, he either rejects it and they call it rebellion. When he rejects how y'all worship and all of this ain't cool to me, it's called rebellion. Or he complies and he becomes effeminate. And so there is no balance of how, so this is not just a woman problem, this is a man problem too. And the balance is because there is no activity for a African-American masculine male in the church. What does he do? He can't rap. You're not gonna let him rap. You're not gonna let him dance. What does he do? He just sits, and then the streets give him more activity than the church does. So therefore, what is he supposed to do? Just sit there and rock. So eventually, they stop coming.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that Bishop Jakes doesn't see what you're saying? He only sees the woman's side. He doesn't see that we're raising the men to be feminine as well.
I think
he's talking about more in just not in church. He's saying just the general. He's talking about the social construct.
But you're talking about the microcosm. In my opinion, the microcosm of the world is the church. The kingdom signs off on everything that happens. All right. When the church start letting up on certain things, then you see it blow up in the world. When the church start letting up, when we start accepting, then it blows up in the world. Because the first thing everybody want to do is be right with God. They want to have some sense of. This is how a person that don't have a relationship with God, a real relationship with God, this is how they judge their lives. You doing it, so since you doing it, I can do it.
That's true.
That's their Bible. Us, the kingdom. So if they see,
I'm about to say you're walking epistles.
if they see homosexuality, if they see men dressing like women, if
And
they
stamp
see
God on it, then it's okay.
and it's cool, and their pastor's assistant.
Right.
Then they're like, oh, okay, well then I guess it's
okay,
cool.
yeah.
I guess it's cool with God.
Right. That's exactly what's happening.
That's how. So the church is the microcosm of how the world is going to construct themselves. And because everybody want to be right with God, even if they don't read. They want to have. I watched the show. That a man was questioning, whether there's a God or not, and he was like, at the end of the day, he was like, man, I hope I'm right. Because I'm judging my life on this, but I hope I'm right, which means he's not sure. But everybody wants to be right in right standing with God, even if they don't have a relationship.
A gay marriage or whatever, they want to do it in the sight of God.
Right.
Same reason.
The fight against gay marriage, two people can live together and do what they want.
Whatever they want.
Right.
But they want to be right in
With
the
God.
sight of
Wanna be
God.
recognized
Right.
under
They
God.
want to be right. The same thing with any abortion or anything else that they just want to. Am I all right with God? But they don't show the studies about how people feel after they do these certain acts. They don't tell you how suicidal certain things is. They don't tell you how sick people are. They don't give you that data because they understand that the numbers would change if you had true data. You know what? 5 out of 6 women regret this move when they do this. You see what I'm saying? They don't say that. So therefore, I feel like in order to get women back in their places, if there is such a thing, she got to have help. You can't ask a single woman not to be the man and the woman in the household. She got to have help. She got to do what she got to do. She got to go out there and play football with that boy.
Yeah.
She got to go out there and play basketball with him. She got to do both because there is no balance in the home. What you need to teach is covenant. We got to go back to you can't tell her not to do what she got to do.
Yeah.
Like that's why I say ain't no disrespect to Bishop, but you can't tell her if she's single and got a baby and came up how she know, because most women you'll rather have a baby than get married, which is totally backwards when it comes to the scriptures and covenant and the intent of God.
Yeah.
And so I feel like you got to teach family, one, husband and wife. You got to teach marriage. You got to teach people. You got to bring kids up. Understanding how to be married, because our society, you're talking about changing from our society, we're taught to go to college, we're taught to go get successful and get your money first
And then get married.
Well, you're becoming a whole person. Like you're not gonna need anybody in your mind.
Right.
Like this woman right here, even though I need her to make babies, I also need her for business. I need her, and you know what? I want to need her. All right. Of course, I could get selfish and be like, I do this all by myself. But I've gone so long needing her that our marriage is strengthened because of my need for her, not just sexually, not just for food, but for everything that I do in business. So because I need her, I keep turning into her for support, which makes us cleave more. When I don't need her, when I get upset and I don't need her and I can just walk away from her, then that is the issue. Yeah. I can be successful without you, which is really not true. You can make money. That's the status of man. You can make money, but you're far from successful without the person that you're supposed to be in covenant with. Yeah. And so there are people that have a lot of money but a lot of voids in their life as well. Yeah. And so anyway, I feel like it's a family issue.
I feel like it's because what he in the clip he's saying you're not applauded for your femininity, meaning you're more. It's like you're being pushed to take a more, I guess, masculine path or whatever, which causes, I think, the rift in the social structure, whatever. But I think we have to go hard at raising not. He says, okay, if women are being raised to be men, then that means men ain't being raised to be men.
Men are being raised to be women.
So you got to change that.
part.
Yeah, put men being raised to be men and take the woman out of being raised to be men. Okay, then let's get back to raising men.
But the place that they raise men the least in the world, to me, is the African American church.
Yep. Absolutely.
The least. In the street, they're gonna put a gun in your hand. They're gonna put some dope in your
They
pocket
create
so you can make some money.
outside the church.
And they create masculine, maybe over masculine. Even, the streets raise in the African American church, and I have to say it. There is no way that we don't even raise boys. We don't talk to them. We don't have discussions with them. The other thing is we don't have anything for them to do.
Yep. Or if they show any kind of interest in anything, we don't involve them.
And everything that you got us doing is girl stuff. You got us doing dances, praise
Liturgic
dances.
dancing, yeah.
Flags,
Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want us to rap, though. You don't want us to rap.
I mean, it's just like the same thing you was doing when you had the basketball. When we had church, we had a certain group at church and a certain group at basketball, but they would still get ministry both ways.
Right.
So when you
And
had
them
those
boys
talks with them,
that can't play ball did not come to church.
right, and then the dudes that could play basketball, they had a whole different ministry outside of church, and it was just guys fellowshipping together and talking about God at some point, but playing basketball.
Yeah.
So that's the manly part of it, because, I mean, most guys are into sports, but, you got to get that. You got to involve them in some kind of way, because once they get old enough, it's like they level out. Like, I ain't got to go to church with you no more, Mama.
Yeah,
I don't
because
wanna
it's the
be
same
there.
thing. And the other thing is, for the African American woman, church is designed for her. Gospel music is designed for her. All right, it is not designed for the man.
Yeah.
If you go,
Even a lot of the preaching
it's
is targeted to appeal to the woman.
Yeah.
The woman needs protection. The woman needs provider. Yada. A man feel like
Even the more
I can take myself.
emotional part
I
of
get
it,
how I
yeah.
live. Like the mentality of what the mentality you're sitting with versus what you're hearing. That appeals to a woman needing security because she can't get it from a man.
And it's incredibly hard for a man to sit there and let another man tell you what to do with your wife.
in your house, right?
In your house.
And so when you do that, you repel real men.
Right.
All right, and then it becomes an alpha male type of situation.
Yep.
So that means you got pastor as the alpha male, and most of the other real men are either. Here's the makeup of most churches. If you look at the music, all the masculine guys are playing the instruments, and it's the pastor. And then you got the masculine guys that stick around, they're security, they're doing something. They're somewhere looking strong. They're helping, they're moving, they're doing sound, because men want to do something.
Yep.
It's very few men, unless they got through smoking, drinking, coming back, trying to give God their life, but they're sitting in the pews, they want to work. All right, they want to park. One dude would rather be in the parking lot parking cars than just to sit there and do nothing.
Yeah.
All right? So men want to do something. Most of the time, women will come in and receive. That by nature, they're receivers.
Yeah.
All right? So they want to come in and so your congregation is mostly women, teenagers that's about to tap out, and kids. All right? That's the congregation. Look for or either the guy is effeminate and he's trying and he's involved because he raised up in church and he's effeminate and he can do the girl stuff and he can do the girl dances and he can sing the girl songs. That's one thing. The other thing is it's in the sound. It's in the sound. There is no male chorus. There is no rap. Not in regular church. No. There is no masculine sound of worship. So when we start to try to worship with our sound, it's demonized. All right? Because the sound of the African American church is a woman's sound. Even if a man is singing, or he's singing over women singing, so that's a female sound. All right? What I call a male sound is like Winans, Commission, all men singing.
Yeah, even the background vocals are men.
Yeah. That doesn't exist right now. Not in the more popular
Or main-
Even
sound.
when they sung falsetto, it was still
men. Or the sound is, and I love white people, so I'm not saying this to say that, but the sound is either a sound that's not a part of our culture. So it's either female or white. You know, like I love Hillsong, I love Jesus culture, I love but you know, those are acquired. I learned those over time. But what I'm saying is there is no sound of a man. My dad's worship. Where is my dad's prayer? Where is my dad's sound when it comes to me and God? So you have shut out an entire generation of a man sound worshiping. That's why we're so frustrated.
Yeah.
Because you won't even acknowledge my worship. You call my worship like you don't even acknowledge that. So when you acknowledge a female worship, then there are guys that say, okay, well, I guess this is the sound of God, and this is what I have to do. Yep. I guess this is the sound, the way I have to act, so this is the way I act. And so the balance is family. Like, you got to show both. You can't just talk to women. You got to talk to men and women to get both of them in place.
Yeah, just like in the household, when certain things that you got to talk to dad about. I can't give you that.
Right, because we're a team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then what did your mama say?
Right.
You know, and there's a balance between, you know, to where we have a team. You know, there are certain things she step up on. There's certain things I step up on. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, we're a little behind on the chat. I'm gonna try to catch us up, but this was funny. I had to read this. Somebody, Ash R said, "Them chips you eating Donald Trump skin."
They play too much.
Trump skin. But Arkia Livingston says, "So what's the solution? How do we get? How do the black church help?" That's funny. Donald Trump skin. She says, "How do the black church help our boys and men?" I think you go after them. You make an effort to figure out, okay, what's pulling them away, and say, okay, we can use the same thing. You know,
culturally,
yeah.
I'm about to say,
but even though we got to get back into sports and stuff. I mean, church, little league,
man,
the church league.
You look at a cipher, bro. You look at a cipher, a battle rap.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing but guys around there.
Yeah.
Video games, nothing but guys.
Yeah.
Like
sports,
nothing but guys. I mean, it's women too.
There.
It's women too.
Right.
But
Exactly.
the whole thing about it is there are things that men flock to.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. Here's the deal. It's not a problem with the women. It's a problem with what pastor gonna sign off on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the thing. Like when they start coming.
So it's the leadership.
Absolutely.
But because here's the thing. When they start coming, they might be a little bit more wild than women. They might ask more questions.
I say might usually are.
Like they're not just gonna ride with it. There's a way that you lead soldiers and men, like real men, and then you can't have church for 4 hours with real men.
Or me.
That mug got to be.
Well, you got about an
Mona
hour.
said, "Or me."
That was because
And they got to complete prayer, worship, and the message in an hour.
Let me tell you something. Big shout out to New Hope Church in Fayetteville, Georgia.
Yeah, 1 hour.
My God.
If you late, you late.
The
You
most
miss everything.
efficient church
in the world
ever been a part of. I remember my brother Dexter came with me to church one time. And I showed him the program because they passed out the program to the people.
Yeah.
You know, we try to hide it. So just in case we got to switch something, ain't nobody come here on time. So they had a list of maybe 15 items on this program. And I said to my brother, I say, look here, bro. I said, that look like a long list, but we're going to be out of here in 1 hour. He said, ain't no way.
Right.
I said, why?
Yeah.
I said, why? Bro, it was 55 minutes.
Yeah.
He was like, I could
For
not.
5 minutes to spare.
But,
Yes.
And that's for you to get to your car.
Exactly.
bro, so like long church,
Don't work.
you know, so there are things that we
But you
have
got to be on time for that too.
But there are things that we have
And
to
they be on
change.
That
time.
also has to be a culture to
Yeah,
be on
you got
time.
to be
No,
on
the
time.
culture
Because
would
you
tell
do
them
55
30
minutes
minutes
in
before.
black church, you
So-
probably gonna catch the last 10 minutes service.
Are you willing to change the culture
Yes.
to bring
Oh,
families
you ain't
of
talking to
men
me.
in?
So,
Yeah, you
I
gotta-
don't think
you
that
gotta
was
be-
a
I mean,
question.
you go into the bathrooms and them mugs are straight purple with flowers and, it's the
Now,
culture.
this is true.
And
I'm
butterflies.
just saying the
In the
church,
men's bathroom,
the church
With
is-
wallpaper, floor wallpaper.
it's for
green
women, bro.
seats, like,
Even
no.
the men's bathroom is for the women. I'm just saying, are you willing to change the culture? Are you willing to get? Sometimes you got to get.
But even at my church I came from, the women's bathroom had like 4 stalls. The men's bathroom had 2.
Well, y'all not in there.
And
We
they
gotta
got
do a lot
and
more.
they got
I'm about to say,
they got a sitting bench in there too.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we got babies and
Yeah,
kids.
they got okay.
Don't
No,
go for our
they about to
bathroom.
sit-
We sorry
It's
that.
just 2 little stalls in the men's bathroom. Yeah.
Because y'all go in and y'all go
Then you gotta
out.
you
We
gotta
do
go
a
in there.
lot
You
of
can't
them.
look to the side.
Yeah.
You in the bathroom can't look to the side.
So that right there tell you numbers wise what
What-
we're
what-
coming,
what we're
yeah.
what we're
And they have to cater. They have to cater to the women,
Yeah.
because that's who's coming. That's who comes to a lot of. That's who support a lot of our events.
yeah.
a lot
But
of our stuff.
if it was balanced, it would be 4 stalls for the men, 4 stalls for the women. That's what I'm saying.
So in this,
Sound like
Y'all
you
don't
mad
need 4
about that.
stalls.
and
Nah,
it's just the
I finally went in the women's bathroom.
Why?
What you find?
why?
I had they had a leak or something, and all
I
came
finally
out.
went in. Why?
They had
He caught me. I'm exposed. Yeah.
they had a leak or something. I forgot it was we.
And you
they
were
had
mad
come out.
about it, huh?
And I went there, I'm like, man, y'all got a lot of stalls. in there.
Because
Y'all got-
look, we go in there and do a lot of different things.
We do.
Okay?
We understand that. We
A
understand.
lot.
But what
But
I'm saying,
it looks so different
what
than,
I'm saying is,
than our bathroom.
for men to come to church culturally, are we willing to make the changes? Here's another thing. Women have more jobs right now. Just as a whole, y'all could pay, y'all bring good offerings. A woman might give a good offering.
and a woman that be emotional enough
will give a
to
great
pull
offering.
that out. Yeah,
Right.
a man to sit there and be
a
like,
brother be like,
Why are you
man,
crying? And,
Bruh, he'd be like,
I'm
he-
still
he
not
ain't
giving you
moved- yeah.
$35.
He still
that's,
gonna give you
that's,
that
good,
$5.
that's a good word, but yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Look, man, I
$10.
respect that. I respect that. Now I respect what you're saying. I really do.
You
They
fold it
still-
up real
they
tight,
just
make
give
it
you-
like $100
They
bill
give you that
plus
dollar.
what?
But a woman,
Are you willing for that price point for
To go
your
down,
offering to go down while you're
Potentially.
building him up?
'Cause
You
if
see what I'm
that's
saying?
That's why I
That's
wonder
a
if that
sacrifice.
clip is more about how they look, how the women are changing into men, not necessarily.
Cause they bringing them offering.
Right. It's not because of you got your own house, you got your own car. It's how you look. You don't look. That's why he said femininity. You look like a dude when you walk up in here. I think that was the problem.
What I'm saying is, if you gonna make
he's talking about I think he's talking about the position, because at the end he said, I know you have a job, I know you have a car, but if there's not a need for me in this house, then you get mad
so
when I
many
kind of
other things I need you
yeah, but
So-
what I'm saying is
Right.
that she didn't
Be a
become that
father,
by
be a husband.
herself.
And then
I
once you
understand
get
that.
so
I had to do that
okay,
because you
I
weren't
understand
there.
that. Okay, but if a 25-year-old
Right.
meet another 25-year-old with a
Right.
female who has her own car, does that get in the way?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's
He probably
had
had
my own car.
Nah,
I say,
that's
what?
that's
She had the car.
Yeah.
I needed her car.
that's what
That's how we moved the mattress.
So y'all
We're
was
not
some people
going to
with
that.
that
We ain't
one
talking
room
about
where
that.
the
We're not gonna talk
mattress
about
and the
that.
air was catching it.
Yeah.
That's how we
Fall
moved the
apart.
we ain't talking about the
In
mattress.
her car.
You got your arm out.
When I went to World Changes, it was in her car. All right, but since then,
Well,
she ain't had to worry about nothing.
Amen.
You see what I'm saying? So
is happening?
I needed her, she needed me, we needed each other.
no.
All right, and we.
But
and-
he's saying
and-
what he's saying is a lot of that dynamic is is what's causing a lot of
I think that's what he needs to teach. It's more than a car.
You got to teach both
what
sides.
he's saying. Yeah, but I'm saying, what I'm saying, what he's saying in this clip, like I said, I can't pull from anything that I don't know what he said. I'm just saying from the, inside the clip, he's saying when a woman is, I guess, settled and whatnot, and a man come in, the man feels like, okay, there's no need here.
She's not
Well, that
settled.
man's not
She's
confident.
alone. She
Right.
wants to be with somebody else. She's not
but
settled.
is there a way to cleave there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I think that's the thing he's bringing up. Because me and my wife we started basically.
She had a job. You ain't had a.
No, we started together. She came out of college, and we started dating like right when she came out of
they
college.
know each other since
He's
they were
kind of
born,
saying
though.
established women.
That's what I'm saying.
But most women, you got to do what you got to do,
Right.
bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know-
I'm not. I don't think that's it. It's okay. I think he's saying for the woman, because another thing he said, we're not celebrating femininity.
Man,
That's why I think it's still
you're not
you're coming in
celebrating.
looking like a dude
Yeah.
and trying to act like a dude. That's the problem.
And we are celebrating femininity. You know, we are.
was about to
There's a
say,
lot of men that celebrate. You go online, they celebrate femininity. The whole thing. He's talking about from his perspective in the church that women are probably becoming more, because now if you let it keep going and you not celebrate men and men are effeminate, and now women are coming to church looking for women.
That's what
That's
I
the
said.
real.
That's
Right.
what I said.
But you gotta start working on this family, because you can't just say women. You gotta say men too.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta say what it is. You gotta say that there are men that have natural feminine gestures that we just don't pay attention to.
And that they learn in
More than
church.
gestures, it's interaction. Like they don't even know how to shake your hand no more.
Who?
Like certain men.
Oh,
like
yeah,
they,
yeah,
like, they
yeah.
don't like interaction.
Yeah.
Or you talk to them, stern, they feel some type of way. Like
Yeah.
you was
Look 'em in the
that's
eye and all
offensive to
that,
talk to me
yeah.
like that. That's like no,
it's just
I'm
they
talking to you
never
like a
had
man. Like,
they just
sensitive.
never had
interaction.
a dad. They never had some guys never had brothers, or brothers got locked up or whatever. So that's why when they see us interact, it's weird, because they never seen two lions.
Yeah, they think y'all
They
arguing.
think we. They're
and
like,
that
no,
ain't
we
it
just
at
two
all.
aggressive men.
Yeah.
Like why y'all yelling? Why y'all arguing? You just ain't never seen this amount of testosterone.
And I ain't gonna say the
at
other
one
part of
time.
that.
Go ahead.
We was raised by men.
Oh, I
You
thought
was
it
raised by
something
a
else.
mom and a dad.
Yeah,
But this
yeah.
said, what is
And
happening?
I was raised by mom. Right.
But we were raised by men to be men.
Yeah.
And so when we
Well, why
argue,
not say that? Why you feel like you-
He made it weird,
No,
for sure.
no,
He
because
made it weird.
they gonna feel like,
Scared.
oh, so what you trying to say? If you ain't got a daddy, you can't be a man. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
That whole thing.
like, just tell the truth. Like,
Okay,
if you tell the truth.
Okay, but yeah, it's okay. We still we gonna tell the truth.
Yeah.
But when other men that didn't have that dynamic have that kind of interaction, the one that didn't have that manly dynamic in their house gonna feel some type of way
Right.
and gonna act feminine after that interaction. Where it's like, soon as it's over, it's like, okay, boom, what's next?
Right.
3 things, and we keep on moving. It's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So if
Just
you
like
don't,
kids playing in the mud together,
Right.
they fight and then they start playing
And then they
again.
best friends
it's-
again,
so
yeah.
the
Right.
feminine part is almost taught. It's like over time, you have enough interactions with just women only. That's the only way you
And
know how to
that's
respond.
what he was saying in church. That's where the reaction,
Right.
the interaction is that.
If he worships from a kid like a woman, because mama took him to church, and that's the only way that you've seen an expression of God, then how can you blame him for worshiping like that? How can you
Yeah.
blame him for acting like a woman? That's how he's been taught.
And on the flip side, how can you blame us? How can you say that about women when if we had to be a single mom and had to get on our own, and it's just is our everyday, it's habit at this
Right.
point. So when you talk about men coming in or making us feel feminine or whatever it may be, you have to find a man that's patient with that, because that's all I know. That's all I had to do. I had to raise my child
Right.
since they were little. I'm supposed to struggle because my man
Cause you
ain't
ain't
there.
waiting
there,
on the
yeah.
man,
Waiting
yeah.
on you.
No.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So it's a family.
We gotta
it's
move
a-
on too. We wasting time.
It's a family issue. The Bible is a family book. I'm gonna keep saying that. That's what it is. It's the most subtle family book, but the revelation is in there, because God meant he was calling Eve and Adam husband and wife. Ate the fruit, gave to her husband. Where was the marriage? For this cause I leave my mother and father to cleave to my wife. You know, where was the marriage? So they were called wife and husband in covenant because the covenant came. Sin broke the covenant.
Right.
You know, the laws of Moses reestablished the covenant as far as marriage. All right. But the covenant between a husband and wife and a man and a woman was at the beginning. And so that's what people miss. That covenant, you know, our society is have children because you feel like it. But the scriptures say, no, you need to be in a covenant before
because you're lonely and just want company.
Right.
Yeah, you tired of being alone?
Yeah.
I want to. I mean, weird stuff. My girl got a cute baby. I want a cute baby.
Yeah.
Like this weird.
We can go to something else about that.
So
why that's the case.
But it's nothing but drifting away from the original intent. So when you don't have God in it, then that's where the confusion comes. So that's why in this, what is the main thing that's messed up in our families? Well, the fact that we don't teach about families. We teach about being whole. You get yourself together. We've been preaching to the female for the last 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
We've been building her up, you know.
It's y'all turn.
And men get the scraps. So that's why she's more empowered than us.
Yeah.
We don't have nothing. All you do is tell us, boy, you got your pants hanging down, your hat backwards, just like the boy. You got your hat
just like
backwards.
this boy.
You thug. You thug with all these tattoos. Pull your pants up, boy, with your hair turned backwards. You know,
Like, you can't even get in the church.
Look like you're selling drugs.
Right. They
Take
stop
your
you right
earrings
there.
down.
Twisted
all
hell.
Right. They stop you right
Or
at
smoking
the
all them
door.
tweeds.
Or everything about us is they could have been anywhere else, but they here at church tonight. Y'all
Why
give
is
them.
that the statement?
Y'all give them a hand for coming.
Yeah.
You
You
know.
could have been anywhere else.
Literally.
I wish you was
But
somewhere
you
else.
Yeah.
How about that?
They listen. Thank God for our young men. They could have been anywhere else
these
out in the
cold people.
streets having sex and
all they
smoking
can do.
drugs and
That's
killing
all
people.
y'all can do.
But they here with God
Like,
tonight.
it ain't women
Let's
in
give
church
'em a
having
hand.
sex. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Or when I was in church, you know, and the pastor preaching, and lady sitting next to me, Mona sitting on this side, and she had the biggest Bible in the world.
Not me, the lady.
And the lady next to me had, look here, and I ain't have no Bible, but I like to listen, and I go back and read, but I like to listen. Man, that lady threw that Bible on my lap, bro, and was like, he reading right here.
What's that, her face?
Well, no, she make that
He reading right here.
and then she
walked
talk like
away.
that.
He reading right here.
Ma'am.
Like you go
Well, the
ahead.
cover-
And
the
then I
cover
was
was white.
like, we can share it.
Right.
Nah, you go
Yeah,
ahead.
she had that white cover Bible
You look
with
like
Jesus on the
you look like
Yes,
you
it
needed
was-
more than me.
That's the old grandma
Man, don't
joke,
nobody
man.
want to come to church to feel that.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nah,
And I
bro.
do come in and you point me out, hey, you a brother, man.
So
Like,
more
no.
more guys feel like they could get God more outside of the church building than inside. And so it's just because of the culture.
Especially now with the
It's
internet.
the culture that we
Right.
feel.
Like, I watched me a clip.
It's the culture that we feel when we go inside.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of us based off outfit alone, we feel weird.
Yeah.
So don't nobody want to feel that, bro.
Right.
You know, so it's both sides. It's not just women.
Mm-hmm.
It's men and women.
Yep.
I would like to hear a man really tell other men that like how to be men, because in the African American church, especially in the music department, they're effeminate. You know, now I don't want nobody to get offended because I'm saying you're effeminate, bro. You're effeminate. Like you act like a woman. So you know you act like a woman. It's acceptable. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I'm not mad at you because you act like a woman, because I don't even know how you came to be like that. But I don't. So I'm demonized because I'm masculine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Backwards, right.
Y'all, it's like I'm trying not to be. I'm not mad at you, but you mad at me? No. Mm-mm. So and then man, we gotta stop tiptoeing around it. Like don't nobody want to say nothing. Huh? Don't nobody want to say nothing. Like bro, come on now, that ain't it. You know, and
That's
so
considered bullying, so you can't do that.
Yeah, I'm not bullying. I'm just saying.
See, bullying. Nah,
That-
It's taking a whole other thing.
we ain't gonna get.
Well, here's the thing.
Bullying.
Don't ask me why, and then I tell you
Don't
why,
hear the truth.
and then you get mad at me.
Right.
People don't like the truth, first of all. That's where it really starts.
Well,
they
they-
like to be lied to. Everybody
They-
lives in a lie.
They
So
didn't
That's
want
a
to know
whole other
why.
thing right there.
In the
you're
first place.
You're offended.
Well, our culture,
Make any sense.
everything that's happening outside, where there's men that's super angry, or men that's super effeminate, or women that's super aggressive and masculine, we're signing off on it in our church.
Yep.
That's the truth. Now,
And we got to get back to targeting and focusing on men
but here's the thing.
and
As a
raising them
as a pastor,
to be men.
and as a pastor,
And understanding what a man
understand
is
this-
and what a man does.
I understand this dynamic that women equals money in the black church,
Yeah.
and men
Equals funny.
ain't got no money, bro. They ain't got no money, or they don't want to give.
Yeah.
They don't. That men are not givers.
You got on $300 pair of
You know what I'm
shoes,
saying?
though.
So this is a
boy.
business move. We're not gonna even.
so
Yeah,
most
it's
of the time,
economics.
most
It's
of the
always
time
economics.
when you're building women, you know, Bishop Jake's biggest conference to date is Woman Down Loose.
Yeah.
Like women come, and that's major bread.
Manpower didn't come close to women down.
I mean,
loose.
but he did good though.
He did good. He did
like,
good.
Like with manpower,
but women down loose.
God, dog.
Yeah.
And so.
And women conferences, period.
Because
Women conference. It's
That's
always
across
a
the
women's
board.
conference.
But the focus have been on them, and men have been plucked away from generation to generation. They've been plucked away, dead, get shot up, or hurt, or bored, and they just drifted away. And more focus has been on her, and she represents the family, so she gonna bring the kids, and then the cycle goes.
You know what? I'm just thinking about, all the conferences are put on by women for women.
Yeah.
Look at all the flyers on. I mean, it's gonna be a woman evangelist, something.
And I'm not mad at her.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
But I'm saying though, there's you don't see the men's conference with all the men like that. You don't see it.
Well,
Tell the
men
Shame
don't want to come to no conference.
Man, unless y'all watching the game.
Like
That part.
this is what God has been, and we're gonna end this. But this is what God has been telling me to do lately. He says, I want you in the culture.
Yeah.
I want you to start focusing on getting more into the culture. Styles was playing video game yesterday, and he was playing Yes, and he was beating him down, and he was saying, yes sir, yes sir, and I was like, well, I know I ain't never played no Migos song for him. You know, I've never, he don't even know where that came from. But I was like, it has transitioned and sifted to him through the culture.
Exactly.
And he's a kingdom kid. And I was like, that's strong culture that we can do church and kingdom, but kingdom has to start to impact
Banks.
culture. Say it again?
That's Desi Banks. That yes sir.
Well, I heard it first with
I'm about to say it come from so many places.
No, it came from what's his name? Well, Quavo is the first person I heard say it on the Mountain Dew commercial.
Mr. Quavo, hello.
So now somebody else done took it. I don't even know who that kid is. See,
Desi Banks, the funny guy.
The funny guy on internet.
He's
On what?
hilarious.
He always do like hood stuff on
Them big old eyes.
Online?
on social media. You know who he when you see him.
When you see him, you be like, oh, him. Yeah.
But he was the original yes sir, and then everybody else kind of started doing it.
Good.
So, but he's an influencer.
Well,
but
I know he don't know what's his name?
Desi Banks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Styles don't know Desi Banks.
at all.
Probably do.
No,
He probably. I don't know.
He ain't on
If you
social
on
media.
internet,
He not on the social media.
At all.
He only 9, so he not on social media like that. It's they on kids social media, but I had to put Bibles on they stuff. Like, well, you need to read some scriptures. every
Yeah,
night.
because if you let him just run, it'd be running
Yeah.
to all kind of
All
weird stuff.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Bruh, the KK watching something with a little cartoon
Why you
cussing.
laugh at
I
me
was
then?
like,
Yeah,
I was like, who is that? What is that? It's what's that thing name? something. It was a puppet or something. I was like,
It was a puppet cussing?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was like,
you talking about the crank yankers?
Jeffrey or something like that.
Even something like the
What is it called?
Roblox and stuff.
Jeffrey
people
or
call-
something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's pretty funny. My bad.
Little Ron.
Yeah, you gotta watch that stuff, bro. Cause it come up with the
Jeffrey.
kid stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It come up because it look kitty, but when you
Yeah,
listen
but
to the
I'm saying on the
content-
playlist when you watching the cartoon, it'll come up right there on the. And he cussed like a grown man.
On
like,
kids,
Yeah,
YouTube.
his name is Jeffrey. He's a puppet.
on
And-
kids YouTube.
Yeah, just on YouTube. But it
Especially
looks
regular
when you
YouTube.
click it because your kid's just gonna be looking for kid stuff and look kid stuff and boom, he's sitting there cutting. I'm sitting there, who is that you listening to?
So that's
Yeah,
why,
so-
and that's why every day, because I know some of that stuff might get through,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
have a discussion with them about, all right, let's. It's no different than a glass table. It's gonna get dusty, like just sitting there. If you let it sit there, it's gonna get dusty. You got to keep wiping it off, and so I have to keep running their minds through the kingdom, through the word of God. All right, now you understand that this is that and
Yeah.
that.
That's weird.
Yeah. I done stopped some movies.
We
Listen,
didn't
look.
stop commercials like that's not
like,
right.
look
Man,
here.
what? Especially
And I'm not
MTV
gonna,
is bad
I'm not
for
gonna
it.
do, I'm not gonna, because our
quick
parents,
to it.
Our parents
Right now. Nope.
did the best that they could with what they had, and they tried to do the keep you naive, avoid type of thing, and then when you get to college.
You get it all, yeah.
Everything just hit you. You're like,
Fast.
what in the world? Who in the what? So I want to just navigate them through it. Now look, son, you just saw some breasts.
Or two dudes kissing.
Let's
That
talk-
ain't right.
Let's talk about that.
Saw them
We got a
toddies.
game.
You just what you say? You just saw. Listen, boy, you just saw some booty on the internet. Let's talk about that. Let me explain.
Son,
some
you live in
things.
Atlanta.
Yeah,
For the
yeah.
rest of your
Let
life.
me, I talk to him. I had that uncomfortable. I'm the one that's gonna run in straight slap in the awkwardness. Yeah. Now look at.
Then it's not even awkward no more because they're so used to it. Because
Well,
my
yeah, for
kids
me-
be having conversations.
Yeah.
My daughter just be
They
looking
be like, yeah. Oh, y'all think y'all came from
well.
y'all mama's stomach?
Okay, here we go. So, what we gonna do?
Please
What-
change the game.
yeah,
Come
so
on,
we gonna
please,
do.
hurry,
Please.
hurry.
Don't laugh.
Hurry.
No.
Okay, we got a game today.
yeah. Nope.
Stop it, I say. We got a game today.
Yeah.
Called Where Am I? Where am I?
Okay.
Y'all came from.
Where am
All
I?
right. Let's go. I just want to
Can you
move
please
on.
tap the computer or something? Gosh.
Where
All right,
am I
man, we're
game?
gonna do this game real quick. Get in and get out of this so we get out of here, man. Yeah,
Stop
but
laughing.
you came from D.
Okay, focus.
Like, where am
All
I?
right. Yeah.
D.
Okay.
Why did it turn to a ghost?
Hey.
Oh my God!
All right, man. This game's called Where Am I?
I don't know.
We're gonna get four cities. You got to say what state you in.
Well, we already know Texas and Florida on there because y'all play too much.
Yeah.
That's y'all play too much.
Hey.
You from Alabama? So.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Everybody from
And
somewhere
we already
different.
did Texas and Florida last time. And we did Alabama, so no, they would not be on this one.
Oh,
so take
amen.
them three out.
Yeah. All right. Let's
So
go.
yeah,
Got
47
99
more.
states.
What?
Yeah. Follow with us, Facebook and YouTube. So we're gonna give you 4 cities. Where are you?
All right.
Some of these easy.
In my skin.
Lansing, Pontiac, Auburn Hills,
Michigan.
and Ann Arbor.
Michigan.
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 All right.
Mount Airy, Chapel Hill,
North Carolina.
Whitesburg.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Uh-uh.
Take your shirt off.
Peter Pablo,
Shut up.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Bristol, Gatlinburg, Johnson City, Kingsport.
Tennessee.
Well,
Well, Rocky Top,
Mr. Dale. The city
Dun,
of-
dun, dun, dun.
The state of Mr. Dale.
The state of Mr. Dale. That's
State of Mr. Dale.
Yeah.
Mesa, Glendale, Tempe, Tucson.
Arizona.
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 Tucson, Arizona. Coming home.
You don't know what that is, Martin?
please move on.
Kearney, Omaha, Broken Bow,
Nebraska.
Grand Island.
Nebraska.
Broken bow.
Why do you know that?
I just know Omaha.
Oh,
I don't know about the rest of
have a good
them.
explanation.
Yeah, Broken Bow.
Broken bow.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, I
thought that
live
was
in
weird.
Broken Bow.
I don't
Boy,
want to
ain't
come to your
nobody got
city.
Broken Bow,
Ain't
Nebraska.
nobody got no money over there.
I don't want to go to your
Like,
city.
Right.
Population 6.
Your
Where
Jeff
you
just
from?
died yesterday.
Broken Bow,
Shut up.
Nebraska.
Wow.
God, I'm the mayor of Broken Bow.
It's only me and my family there.
Yeah. The kids are the other people.
It's northeast Nebraska.
Broken Bow, that has something to do with Indians, right?
That
Native
probably.
Americans.
That sound like it, yeah.
In
I'm not gonna
Nebraska.
sit there and try to. Yeah, please go on, because this is about to go somewhere we don't need it to.
Broken Bow.
Allentown, Harrisburg, State College, Pittsburgh.
Mississippi. Right? No?
State College?
I was.
You said it so confident.
Hey, I'm going to be confident.
Mississippi.
I'm going to be confident.
Pennsylvania.
I'll be like Utah.
They hit New York City. They hit Mississippi. New York City. No, it's not Mississippi.
Shut up.
Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Hey, I'm going to be confident.
Pittsburgh, Mississippi.
I bet there is a Pittsburgh, Mississippi.
It's a
How about
Hollywood,
that?
Alabama, so
Thank
why
you.
not?
It's a Hollywood, Alabama.
Thank you.
Ain't nobody there.
It's a Paris, Texas. So,
Not
hey.
one person. It's a Decatur, Alabama, too.
It's a Canton, Georgia.
Yeah, I think.
It's a
I feel
Canton
somebody go to
everywhere.
Canton.
Let's go. Let's go. All my Cantonese.
Atlantic City, Trenton, Princeton, Newark.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Only because I got to go there.
Annapolis, Silver Spring, Salisbury,
Maryland.
Baltimore.
Salisbury State.
Shut up.
Maryland.
You know what?
Goodness.
Does that state come from them?
I don't know. Let's go see.
Lima, Youngstown, Dayton, Columbus.
What?
Ohio.
Beans.
That sounds like somebody. That sounds like you said a
Beans.
sentence.
Lima
Lima
beans.
Youngstown Day, Columbus. What?
Ohio.
It's Ohio.
Lima
Oh,
beans.
West Memphis, Searcy,
Arkansas.
Bentown, Little Rock. How you know that?
Little Rock.
Little Rock.
Oh, you looking for them one?
First
Okay,
of all,
I see how
you
you
said
doing.
Bentontown.
You ain't
That
even looking
says
at the other three.
Bentonville.
You just trying to find one city.
That's right. I have to make up for the last one.
Arkansas. Yeah, that's Arkansas. All right,
Yay,
good job.
I won.
Y'all got 9.
Wait, we got all of them.
Mississippi.
I said Pennsylvania.
Mississippi.
He sounded so disappointed. Like,
Mississippi.
Atlanta, Athens,
Mississippi.
Shut up.
Hey, William Bell, hit us up at in the booth pod@gmail.com. Says I'm working with a project for my church. What's the best way to get in contact with y'all? Hit us up on the email.
In the booth.
What we finna do? Got a resume on the limousine. Got something for the king, something for the king. And we got a winning team, about to do the thing. Then we hit it with a bada boom, bada bing.
You know what it is when we in the booth. Speak to the host, speak it to the youth. Don't matter where we tell the truth. See time harvest, you gon' see the fruit. Get the kid tag, gotta put it for the roots. Get the blessing, get the bag, gotta get the loot. Find another way to preach, we don't need a suit. General in the game, looking for recruits. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Where did that come from? You just come
But you ain't never been in church, somebody gonna break off.
Right, the intro.
You ain't never somebody gonna break out of church.
thank you for the
What you call it? Oh, don't need. What you say? Don't need a suit. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
But I'm.